kind of set the scene for you. We're expecting this thing to, charge through the Caribbean Sea, possibly then move into the Gulf of America.
Medium chance to develop in the coming days. Odds are 40% in the next 2 days, as well as the next 7 days.
Welcome back to the Carriano Podcast with your host Bryce and Kevin. I feel like every fucking intro I've done I've messed up.
Wait, are we not doing a new intro?
Shit. Well, that went badly.
That went very poorly.
Okay, so this is a Fireside chat. Welcome everybody. If it wasn't, I would have fixed that intro, but I'm not going to. So Kevin and I want to work on a new intro with you all, and I had an idea that you would watch us try to figure out how to what the creative process for the two idiots online is.
Wow.
So, more to that. Now, Kevin, continue. What was your idea for the intro? You have to talk.
I'm processing. Wait, I have it.
Processing. I'm just
I have it. Okay,
throw it at you.
okay. All right. You have a fake news cycle in the background talking about a hurricane, and then you have the crackling of the fire lighting, and then we burst in and say, "It's Bryce and Kevin, the Fireside."
How does that work if it's a recording? This isn't a video.
Ah, Jesus God. Okay, fine. The fire started. The smoke is building. Welcome to the Fireside Chat with your host, and then whoever's,
Okay, so we're leaning into the fire that we have going right now.
Well, build the esque, kind of like the 1940s radio.
Okay, so build the aesthetic. So, what? All right, so all right, so let's start writing it down. That's the process. That's the process. We'll have to. That's the only way I'm gonna remember any of this shit. By the way.
Yeah, Jesus.
So I'm gonna have to find something.
Fucking Christ! All right.
Oh.
Do you want me to do it in Discord?
Yeah, let me
do the
find
side
a
chat?
recording. I gotta move my mic real quick. Hold on.
Right. I'm going to type now.
Sorry.
If you hear clickings, it's me typing.
Click clacking on heaven's door. Can you imagine if people tuned in every week just to hear me sing? I know they do. I know there's people out there that are like, yeah, this guy's great. Probably not. That's not a realistic expectation. Okay, so you said news forecaster hurricane recording. So you mean like kind of like the montage kind of thing in the beginning of movies and stuff, that kind of vibe?
Yeah. Yeah, and then that kind of like we what's it called? Fades. It fades out, and then it's
right.
Like
Okay.
The fire's starting. The smoke is bellowing. Come sit by the fire. Or if you want to rip off Diablo, stay a while and listen.
Stay a while.
Yeah, I don't want to get completely fucking slapped with all of Blizzard's legal team.
Okay. All right. So we have a general direction. So these people now, if this works out, that will be the intro to this Fireside.
Right, and they're on, and the people that listen to this will be like, "Wow." Assuming they've listened up to this point and they haven't just hot skipped it.
Just turned it on.
Yeah, we're looking at you, you hot skipping people.
Podcast?
We see you. We see you trying to get your finger off that hover button. Don't you click next?
Yeah, we'll talk about guns in a second. You fuck. Just give us a second.
We'll talk about the GUN.
Yeah, for the record, I literally cut Kevin off like as we started having, because he was like, "Oh, we need to record that new intro," and he's right, we haven't done that. I think we've been saying that for at least a couple months now. He was like,
Yeah.
hey, we should just do that. And I was like, oh, wait, don't talk, record. And I'm like, why don't we just record the process? So,
Yep.
and that's how we got here. Okay, so if it works out, obviously there was a new intro, and now you know why. So there's a little creativity-ception. So, all right, moving on. Kevin, we were talking about red dots in optics and effective range, and that little bugaboo we keep coming back to, which is use case, right?
Oh, here comes the use case with the red dots out to 100 yards, and they're only good up to maybe there.
So I feel like a lot of us have hammered on about capability with rifle, and then having a... I mean, at what point are we just talking about... It's just like a theological conversation.
I feel like
I mean,
people forget physics exist, and bullets keep going for a lot longer than you probably are thinking of. You know, if
right,
you're-
it doesn't stop where you're shooting.
Yeah, it doesn't stop where you're shooting, so you can push something out beyond its air quote capabilities. So if let's say a perfect red dot sighting system is 100 yards, for example.
So let's real quick before we get too far into this, let's lay out some context. What are we talking
yes.
about? We're talking about having a
Red dots?
rifle and understanding capability or
Yep.
or effective
Well,
range.
we have red dots.
Right. Well, so I'm not. So let's work a little differently. Let's not start with the solution necessarily.
Okay.
Let's
well,
talk
what's the
about
problem?
what we're trying to use.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, in my mind, what I'm thinking is that as the argument is presented, I mean, I would say serious people that use rifles professionally probably think, or probably have said, or not probably think, or have said, it has been said pretty commonly, at least in forums and groups, that red dots or rifles, iron sights, CQB being, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time talking today. CQB distance is 200 yards in it. That's the general consensus around serious shooters, which I'm not refuting. But what I will say is I think if we contextualize 200 yards and
That's
your
pretty far.
ability, it's pretty far. So, and what your ability to shoot something a known distance, a known target size at a known distance, it becomes less of a proposition of can you do this? It's should you do this? Is it ethical? Because I mean,
Well, I've said that before with my bad vision.
right.
I've said if I'm, I do have bad vision. It's I think 20/30 last time I had it checked. Yes, for you people out there, I do have glasses. No, I don't wear them because I don't like them. Move on with your life. But the ethics of I know what I can hit confidently, what distances I can hit confidently with a pistol, with a rifle, and what distances I probably should be able to hit with the setups I have, but I don't want to. I wouldn't go for that distance just because I don't feel sure of the shot, and I feel like is this kind of what you're getting at? Like
I
wanna be
am.
sure
That's
of
exactly
where
what
the
I'm
bullets are
trying to
going?
go for. That's
Okay.
exactly what I'm talking about. It's kind of like when we talk about training and practicing. We practice at 100 miles an hour so we can comfortably drive at 70, or we
40.
practice at 150
40 is
miles an
nice.
hour so we can drive comfortably at 100. You know, so it's
Right.
the flat range is the time to start pushing the envelope and start pushing all of those things so you're more comfortable in the maybe more extreme situations. But even in those extreme situations, I think because I mean shooting defensively at 200 yards, I mean regardless
That's
of
far.
whatever scenario,
I don't care
fantasy
what
that-
people say.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, that's 200 yards was 3 feet for a yard.
Mhm.
So one parking space is roughly 6 feet wide,
Mhm.
right? So what's the math on that? Well, 3 times 2 is so that's
Dude, I don't
600
even know how many
feet.
guns I own. What do you mean? What?
So that's like
Why are you asking me to
300.
count?
and then that's like 60 parking spaces, give or take.
So the
Imagine
Costco
that.
parking lot.
Well, imagine. I mean, you put it in terms that people can. I do it in my apartment complex all the time.
Yeah, no. I'm serious.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. That's about the Costco parking
Like
lot,
I count,
right?
yeah, I count the parking spots. I say, okay, about that many spots I can hit confidently. So if you're in a parking lot and you're looking and it's like a quick, like, oh, that's like 8 cars. Okay, I can probably hit that.
Right. Well, so you know what's interesting is I've actually been playing around with the Black Hill Design ranging cards lately.
Ooh.
And
Yeah, I need one.
so
I guess I'll
have
get
yours.
one when I.
We actually owe him a review on that, which I'm going to do a little blurb on now. I have been playing with them. I love them. I like what it does, at least for a civilian, is it can recontextualize a lot of what you see in the world and how you take information in.
Okay.
It's very interesting. Because it has the average silhouette size for certain things at known distances, and so
Okay.
you can kind of overlay that. And the newer versions are clear, so it doesn't occlude anything. So you can just kind of, put it over the thing you're looking at, and then you get a rough idea of the distance and relative to where you are. It was really interesting. It looks a little less sketchy than having a rangefinder. Walking around, you look like the guy from Shooter, and then they get you in the fucking the recordings. Like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Hey, what's that device you got there, son?
Well,
It's
yeah,
my
'cause it
camcorder from China.
That looks a lot less sketchy. Like, it looks like I'm trying to read something. Like, I was doing that in church the other day because I wanted to figure out, because like there's points of ingress, and you hear about church shootings,
Oh Lord,
not
versus
regularly, but
Lorded
it's
about
something
the
I think
Lord
about.
and learning about and thinking about tactical situations all in one go.
Well, you're talking about you're talking about contextualizing and trying to make it so it's understandable. I mean, I think this is directly related, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
I go to church I'm not. This isn't moral high ground or anything. It's somewhere that I am all the time. So if I spend a lot of or every Sunday I'm there. So if it's a known place that I'm going to be at a lot or consistently, I mean, I should probably know the ins and outs and stuff like that. So I like what the Black Hills design card does for me. The ranging features. Even if I like playing games with myself that looks like it's roughly this far away, and you use other things to kind of judge. And if not for anything else, on the fly training, it's pretty major. I mean, I will definitely talk about it more in the future, but I'm a big fan because it really lays things out how your brain is going. It really complements how my brain learns.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I mean,
if
you
not
just-
for anything else, it's
you
great.
just gotta measure stuff on measure what you know.
Yeah, exactly. So it has known distance for like trucks, average size of man, and it's really. I'll shoot you a message, or I'll shoot you a picture of it, and then I'll.
Well,
you'll
no, I
definitely
want
enjoy it.
I want you to hold on to it, and then when I come down there for our super special episode that we'll do in person, when I find you, I am going to find him, people. I have my people on it.
down.
Don't you worry about that.
Oh God.
Just like how he found me in my home with the AK, I will find him, and I will talk to him.
The
Whether we
basement
record it or
dwelling-
not, I don't know yet. But
The basement dwelling AK troll Kevin.
yes, I will bring parts of my hammer spring that I have left over. I will bring the mags.
I
I'll
just
leave
really
them
quickly
out.
need to give Kevin credit. He's been waiting for me, I think, 2.5 hours for me to hit the recording button, because I've been sitting here with a Dremel and a hacksaw.
I was actually eating popcorn, watching the insanity unfold.
I'm sitting here hacking away
was
at my
like-
Omega rail.
I
because
used to wonder how Bryce does things, and then I watched him do it because he left the camera feed on. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, whoa. Well, that's interesting, huh?
It's very crackheady. Like, oh, I have an idea. Off I go.
I feel like the scientist watching the person in the insane asylum, just like, huh?
So at the
Interesting.
time of recording, it's the 24th of fucking
Of August.
August. Yeah,
August,
so
yeah.
24th of August. So if you look at my Instagram, the picture I just posted of the carry handle pistol thing, that's what I was working on. If you look in that picture, I'm not trying to be vain or anything. It's just if you are listening to me here, chances are you see me there. So, and if you don't, you should. You should go to the Carry
Yeah,
Handle podcast.
go check it
I
out.
post stupid shit all the time.
Yeah, and check out the other one too. Yeah.
No,
The
not the
gaming.
other. What is the other one? Say what it is.
It's the TCHP_Kevin because
You
I'm
should
a
literally.
boob.
You should be the best at advertising your own thing. Come on,
I
man.
don't know how to advertise. I'm not a madman.
Unfuck your
guy.
shit, boy. Have
My shit
pride.
is fucked very perfectly well, sir. Thank you.
Oh, so I was hacking on because I have this carry handle optics mount that I've had knocking around, haven't done anything with it because the current carry handle gun I have isn't really a serious gun. It also has a Centurion rail on it, and I don't really want to hack on that because I really like that rail.
It is a nice rail.
The Omega rail, I think I've said pretty publicly, I think it's more of a hobbyist rail. I don't find it to be a serious use case. I don't think it will ever be used. It was the first M-Lock rail that I ever bought. It was like one of my progressions, you know. Everybody has their first stuff. But
Right.
I'm never going to put a laser on this. I'm never going to put any serious things on it. It's never going to get thermal. Like, just because it's not going to be able to hold zero. It just has little set screws that it's an interference fit on the standard barrel nut, which is fine. I mean, the Centurion arms rail uses a barrel nut, but the way it clamps on is completely different. So I have a lot more confidence in that rail than I do with the Daniel Defense rail. That doesn't make it a bad rail. It just makes it not ideal for
Okay.
a more serious gun. Now, I mean, what is serious, right? Like, what are we expecting to use these for? But I think, again, it's how you approach
Making
it.
loud noises at the range and having people clap on us.
Yeah, and then in you know what? If you want to have fun and have a lot of loud noises and a lot less of pain in the ass stoppages and shit like that, it is incumbent upon you to have a gun that works.
Or rails that just pop off.
The rail didn't pop off. It was a gas block.
Ow. Oops.
That was a little different. But yeah, so I had to cut a little back section off of that, and I didn't feel too bad cutting on it because that carry handle mount is super cool, and I had to modify it a little bit to get it to work with that red dot, but it was already hacked up, and I didn't feel super bad. Although I will admit, I know they're not super common, and I do feel a little bad, almost, but not really.
I don't think you should. I mean, it came out really well.
I thought it looked pretty good.
You don't need to be too hard on yourself on that because you have good visions and you follow them through.
No.
And they turn out well. Most people would have a vision, hack it, air quote, bubba it up, and think it looks like hot shit, and then just get completely trolled online forever. You're the opposite. People look at it and they feel inspired. They go, oh, wow, that's really interesting. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Anyway.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's interesting. I remember we had a talk where you said I should be nicer to myself. So I have been trying to do that, but I don't know. I get an idea and it's just, oh, I mean, this would kind of be fun together.
Right.
And then
Well,
I want to do it.
Do you want to talk about?
Detrimental sometimes?
You want to go over my my absolute putting my head through a wall moment I had this morning, making the
Absolutely.
carry handle, working on the carry handle gaming Rainbow Six chapter 2 video. I was thinking, I was like, man, because there was a part of the video where I'm like, I start singing the Graceland, you know, oh, more action. I'm like, what is that song? What is that song? Well, I found the song. It's a little more action, less conversation than Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
And I found-
yeah. It's Elvis. Thank you. It's Elvis Presley.
I found the guy that does the cover of that using the saxophone instead of lyrics. So he does like the whole chorus. He does the saxophone. It sounds amazing. I paid 99 cent euro, which is
Well,
like
so
$1.16.
set the screen though, or set the screen, set the scene though.
Screen.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm-
what?
so
What?
I'm-
so
I'm
for-
editing.
Why are you doing that?
I'm editing. I'm finding there's a perfect scene in Rainbow Six Vegas where we're going up flights of stairs, we're shooting, there's guns going off, and it reminded me of Graceland, 3,000 Miles of Graceland scene where they're doing the whole shootout scene. So I found this jazzy cover song. It's perfect. It's like you put the puzzle piece in, and you're just like, oh my god, I've done it. It's amazing. And then my ethical side kicked in, and I started Googling copyright laws and realizing that I couldn't actually use it
Having
without.
a conscience fucking
I
sucks.
know. The Jiminy Cricket asshole can go get fucked. That piece of shit. He doesn't do a goddamn thing until
Piece
he
of shit.
absolutely has to. He's like a 40-year-old fucking drunk. You know, he rolls out of my fucking head, half cooked. Hey man, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. I'm like, fuck you.
I will say, but we do that though. We have a lot of philosophical back and forths, and I would say we try to keep each other pretty honest in terms of
We do.
our
And
moral
then,
compasses.
and then just to finish out my thought, I am sourcing very similar like music, and hopefully the video will be posted sometime today and or at the latest tomorrow morning.
Okay, so would you? So creatively, since it seems like that might be something we're kind of hammering on here a little bit, which is fine. Do you find it hard to find a substitute when something just kind of hits right? Is that what you're kind of saying?
I mean, it's equivalent to like when you have a gun idea and you want to build it.
Dog with
You
a
know,
bone.
You know, you gotta have that part, right? You gotta have that score of music, that idea right there.
Just
And
nothing else will do.
It's almost better creatively if you don't find that perfect puzzle piece until later on after you've already substituted it. Like you have the idea, you substitute it, like you have an idea for a gun and you substitute an airsoft part just because it's cheaper, right?
Okay,
and then you go back and get the real thing. You're like, okay, well, cool.
So are you saying that? So I guess my question then becomes: does it become an addition, or does it become the center of attention? So the music itself became the center of attention. It's no longer the focal point. You see what I'm saying? So the recording itself has lost its importance without the music. So they are mutually exclusive.
For that particular scene that I was looking at, yes, but not as a whole.
I think you're right. I think maybe that could make the art more vulnerable, potentially. Maybe not better or worse, but I definitely see what you're talking about in terms of flexibility. If an art can flex into different roles and you can represent it differently or more fluidly, is that right?
Yeah, you're sounding similar.
What the fuck did this episode turn into? This is
we
a
were
quintessential
talking about-
Fireside chat. It's
We
a
were
very
talking
nice
about red dots, and now we're talking about creativity, and maybe we'll squeeze in when it's appropriate to tinker with your guns and lose parts.
Well, I mean, I think we did talk about that because I was talking about.
Hat sawing or.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, it's always cool. It's always cool to tinker with your guns, but
unless you're drunk, then it's not, because then you end up having to break for 5 days. I don't know how long it took me to get a trigger spring for the HK USP that I pulled apart. Fun fact: Germans love to put everything in a gun and just call it a day, and nothing. As soon as you take one pin out, kapoom! It all flies apart.
they're all anti-material mines. They all double as anti-material mines.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do. Oh yeah.
I remember trying to replace the trigger return spring on my P30. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Although, I gotta be honest, I can't say that the Berettas are much worse or much better.
Oh no, I lost the D10 sprint. I have extra D10 sprints because I lost one for the safety. And then I found I did the thing. I always do the thing. Bryce can attest to this. I'll lose a piece. I'll lose a sprint. I'll lose something.
And he buys
And then
it
just
and
magically the
before it gets
universe is like,
delivered.
oh hey, there it is. The last thing I lost was a sprint from my GSG MP522,
Yeah.
which, by the way, is unobtainium, for anyone wondering out there. Unobtainium. You cannot find them. This is impossible.
Yeah.
I was about to give up and pawn it because, ethics be damned.
Wait a second. We just had.
And right before, like, literally the next day, it was a Sunday. The next day, I was like, you know
We
what?
need to have a broken.
I'm
gun
gonna pawn
counter
this
for
goddamn
Kevin.
thing. And I looked down, and there's a sprint. Almost like God himself was like, no. How dare you pass this on to someone else?
I think maybe that's how we should take this. Maybe there needs to be a concerted effort to tell Kevin to stop selling broken guns like a fucking menace.
Look, you name 3 guns off the top of your head right now that I've sold that are edging and or about to fail.
P30, Glock 22, or
The
not
P30.
P30,
What do you
sorry.
mean? I did.
47, Glock 22. And you said edging? It was close?
Yes.
Well, then the MP5. The thing you just said. That one.
I didn't sell that. I kept
Yeah,
it.
but you were thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean that's not fair. I kept it.
I mean, the CCP didn't work when you sold it.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
It didn't. No, it didn't. It didn't
Yes,
cycle.
It did. Yeah, it did cycle.
It didn't like the first round in the magazine.
No, it did. It was.
Actually, that's funny.
Particular-
It didn't have
it was
that problem
ammo
when I
types.
used it, though. I would load a full magazine of whatever ammo. You pick a brand, we loaded it. And I would insert it, rack around. And so basically, if you seated a full magazine in this gun, like with the slide closed, and then tried to rack around in, no matter how hard Kevin would do it, and this it wasn't technique or anything. It was with the slide. He would lock the slide open with the magazine in, and then drop the slide.
Yep.
And just right in the feed ramp.
Yep.
Right in
dead.
the feed ramp. He'd hand it to
That
me.
was-
I do literally the exact same thing. Boop. No problems. Same ammo.
Well, that
Conversely-
gun's, don't worry, that gun's sitting on the wall at the local gun shop that I'll go buy back eventually.
Conversely, the AK would do something exactly the opposite. Every time I touched it, it broke. Or
Yeah.
would go full auto. Or like it just
It only
Did
double
whatever.
dodged you a couple of times. And you only
Or it
broke
would
the
spit-
stock once.
Dude, that thing would spit carbon and brass shavings and all
Yep.
kinds of shit at me while I shot it. By the way, that was one of the
yeah.
first. I think that no, that wasn't my first AK, but like that was I think the most I've ever shot an AK was the one that Kevin had, because every time I'd see him, we'd be shooting AKs. So and then that precipitated me getting an AK, obviously, because I had to get him to have one. If he liked it, I would get one because I'm a bad influence. I know this.
Well, remember when we cleared out the bit by gun range? We were just like back
Well, I
up
tell
in.
that story all the time. I'm like, when Kevin and I don't want to shoot next to people, we would both like load up the AKs and just, just mag dump because we both had brakes on it. That would clear out a bay pretty quick.
And your sinuses. And sometimes my
Yeah.
butthole.
Yeah, definitely my butthole. Definitely. All right. Is that it? Anything else?
I don't know. Like, are we out of firewood?
Oh, yeah, I guess we kind of are. All right,
Oh.
well, we'll
Yeah.
see you guys Friday for another Fireside. Or if
Fireside
this-
Friday?
Yeah, or if this came out Friday. Wait, no, this doesn't come out Friday. This comes
It
out
might
tomorrow.
come out for. Oh, it comes out.
No,
Well,
this
wait,
one comes
what's
out
tomorrow?
tomorrow. The next one comes out Friday.
Wait,
Yours comes out.
today's-
The one. Okay, so just for everybody, real quick, the new schedule. If you guys are kind of curious what's going on here, we're trying to. Well, not trying. We are putting way more concerted effort into planning around what we're doing with the show. So we have a little bit more of an aggressive schedule in terms of recordings. So we're going to at least have 2 episodes a week. Now, they're not going to be full-length episodes because that's just not feasible for him or I, because we also have the Gary Handle Gaming stuff that we're doing. It's just, we have a lot to try to cram in the finite amount of time that we have. So
Damn you, time and your finiteness. Damn you.
right. So we have committed to at least 1 Fireside every week, and potentially it turns into a swing week where Monday turns into it's either a full length episode or fire.
Did you just say swing week? Like, are we swinging?
I mean, not in that way.
Whoa!
Whoa, no upside down pineapples here, buddy. But so like I said, so there will be two episodes a week. Episode releases are Monday and Friday. Mondays, it usually goes up either Sunday or Monday morning, something around there. But I just say Mondays is easier to say that. But Fridays for sure, around 2 or 3 Eastern Standard Time. The time releases might change. I'm not really sure. But as of right now, Monday and Sunday or Monday or Fridays. Those are our release dates. So 2 a week. But that doesn't mean we're going to be getting guests every single week. That just isn't feasible for us.
But if you want to be a guest, reach out.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys want to be on the show, reach out. Absolutely. So we typically, I don't know. Yeah, reach out.
Yeah, just reach out. Reach out. Reach out.
If you want to reach out, we got the email, which is just
the email. What? Are we gonna use the email?
Yeah, email.
Are we gonna be using the email now?
I always use the email, sort of. Yes, we're using email.
No, you don't. Well, this
Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin actually is the guy that has the email, so Kevin will check. So if you email
no,
us,
don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I already did.
Don't you put that evil on
me. It's already happened because I know you have the login.
I don't have shit.
Yes,
I don't have a goddamn thing.
Fuck you. Yes,
I don't have a goddamn thing.
Whatever. Somebody will answer. What is the email, Kevin?
Oh my gosh, it's the Carry Handle Podcast at Outlook.com.
The man that knows the email is in charge.
Fuck
Thank you, sir.
Fuck you.
Carry Handle Podcast at Instagram, Carry Handle Podcast on Facebook, the Carry Handle Podcast on YouTube. We're on, I think, all the major podcast streaming services. If you're listening, you probably know that. So, find us where you want to find us. We're pretty easily accessible, and we like talking. We like talking about guns, and we're both pretty active on Instagram.
And gear. Don't forget you forget the gear.
I do forget about gear.
Gear's cool too.
I know. I keep kind of forgetting about that. So, tune back in. This has been a Carry Handle Podcast Fireside. The fire is actually kind of going out. So.
Yeah, I've already pissed on it twice.
Yeah, it smells really bad. Please stop doing that.
But I like it.
We're leaving. Goodbye.
All right, fine. Jesus. I'll pull my pants up.
Fuck. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. You should like and subscribe.
On Facebook and Instagram.
And Twitter and Spotify. You should listen there too. If you
aren't they
heard
listening
this
to this on Spotify right now?
Well, they could be, but there's also YouTube podcasts, so all of the places.
We always forget where we post this stuff.
We don't know where this is. Thank you for listening wherever you're listening to, but you should also like the other places that we are. And
Who are we and what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. So thank you for letting us talk directly into your ear holes.
Right to the brain.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Adios.